match reaction video on Newcastle Fans TV. I'm joined by the page Paul from TaylorMade Army, who is a very, very happy bunny. Of course he is. He's just seen his side come back and turn over Newcastle and grab the 3 points. We're going to basically digress the game, talk about it. Paul, from a Newcastle side, we talked on your channel over on the Facebook. We needed Jamal Lascelles back. We needed Alan Saint-Maximin back as well. Were you a bit worried about seeing ASM in there?
Saint-Maximin, I mean, he was your best player. I mean, you stated yesterday when you came on our podcast that he was your main threat, and that certainly happened, especially first half. He really caused our left side real problems. On that, Messina really did. I mean, there was times where he did sort of seek him out and sort of nullified him, but most of the time, first half, like I just said to you before you went live, that it was really, really one-way traffic as far as you're concerned.
Yeah,
but you were the better side. Second half, we were absolutely dominated. But yeah, no, you deserve to be a bit ahead at the break, Gayle. From your point of view, good goal. We were absolutely shocking again. Typical defending from us. Fall asleep, and Gayle, freedom of Watford, just went in there, poked it in. You get what we deserve, and we reaped that. And so like I say, mostly, well, pretty much all just relief from us, our point of view. Get the job done. Doesn't matter how we do it, but we can kick on to West Ham now. Just hoping that we can transmit, or translate, shall we say, the 45 minutes into 90 minutes. But that's easy said than done. I think every support can say that about their team, can't they?
Yeah, you talked about, obviously, Gayle's goal, but we had the Jamal Lascelles clearance before that through Danny Welbeck's shot, and it came off the post. Still undecided whether Dubravka got a touch, but that was an early signing, as you touch upon. Dwight Gayle did put Newcastle in front. It was put a mark, and I've seen the replay back. It looks like, I think it's Decore that hasn't followed his man. And, of course, Dwight Gayle puts Newcastle 1-0 up. Were you happy with what Pearson went with originally in the lineup, though?
We said that, if it's not broke, don't fix it. We won 2-1 against Norwich with that lineup. We might as well keep it. We did stress about the Welbeck-Sarr combination on the wings where they can interchange. Okay, it's not Delafeu and Sarr, but they can interchange, and possibly, Dini can sit back a little bit and allow Welbeck to push forward. I was quite happy with the lineup, to be fair. I mean, it's not really any improvement we can do from that lineup. So, because if we had changed it and then we obviously, like we said, we went a bit behind, then all of the fans would have just gone, look, he shouldn't have changed. He should have stuck with what we got. But yeah, I mean, from what we have at the moment, that's probably our strongest lineup.
Yeah, and obviously you touched upon a little bit earlier, Dwight Gayle put Newcastle 1-0 up. Decore looks like he's not following his man. So Newcastle went into the break half-time. Paul, what were you thinking there then? Were you worried about possibly going 2-0 down, or was half-time come at the right time, just being the 1-0 down?
It's completely relieved because, like I say, you were the miles the better side first half, and we needed to go. We couldn't concede another one because it would have been game over the way it was going. Obviously, we couldn't foresee how well we played second half. So we would just say, just get through this half, just get in at the break, regroup, and then just kick on from there. And thankfully for us, it happened. But yeah, I mean, we could see the class that you've got on your wingers that they do cause trouble, and any team that falls asleep against you guys will get punished. And remember, like the start of the season when you beat Spurs, Joel Linton hasn't really set alight your season, but players like that, you can't give them space no matter how bad or how good they've been playing.
Yeah, going into the second half, it was like you mentioned, it's a totally different team that came out second half of both sets. We were poor, you were absolutely brilliant. I was worried about, because I was talking about it in your podcast about Dini, the muscle against Lascelles. I thought Lascelles handled him brilliantly first half. Second half, not so much. Dini was starting to move around the 18-yard box a lot. But the penalty that would give away was a daft penalty for us. It's a clash of knees from what it looks like with Richie on Firmino. And then obviously Troy steps up and blasts it, and then it's 1-1. It's all to play for.
Dini Deeney made the cardinal mistake in about December time when we were due against Spurs, where he thought too much about a penalty and hit it to the left-hand side, which was the keeper's right. When he hits it down the middle, he pretty much scores every time. And the Firmino, when I had to look at it again because I thought, oh God, he went across him. Did he really touch him? And to be fair, he hit his leg. I mean, it's not an overly zealous chap. It was against us. We would say, okay, it's a penalty. So, they could have easily not been got, but I think really look back and say, I shouldn't have really made that challenge because you know what's going to happen. It's going to block him and it's a penalty. So, either way, I still think it was a penalty. The ref made a decent decision there. I mean, obviously, we were absolutely relieved with that because that was really the catalyst for us to kick on.
Yeah, it was a clash of knees and it was a clear penalty. When I looked at it first, it didn't look like one, but the replay showed that it did. But it was 1-1 and you just bossed it. You just totally bossed it going in towards the end of the game. And I would have took that 1-1. I predicted a 1-1 draw, but it was another penalty again. Avi Mankiw got switched to left back. And then it's stupid from our point of view. It's pathetic. Yeah. It's pathetic defending. You don't do that in the box. To clear a penalty again. And Deeney steps up again, carbon copy almost of the first penalty, blasts it. And to be honest, you deserved it, didn't you?
I've always been an advocate of you only get one, and if you get the win, no matter how you've done it, okay, without like a spot of cheating, say in the past, you've seen other games, you deserve the win. And I think we deserved it. If you had kept on going and got the 1-0, and it doesn't matter how many shots we have, you would have deserved it. And yeah, it's about taking the chances. And okay, our main two really only probably goal scoring chances were the penalties. So we took them. I think that was the only difference between the game because, like I say, you were brilliant first half, we were brilliant second half, and it was basically who was going to score the most goals. As stupid as it sounds, it was literally who was going to score the goals was going to decide the game because it certainly wasn't done on possession.
Yeah, I think he's deserved it. And you've got the 3 points. Fantastic 3 points. I think you had to with West Ham playing Norwich because West Ham absolutely battered them 4-0 with Mikel Antonio scoring 4 goals.
Yeah.
These are both, obviously, you play each other. And I think whoever wins that game stays up. Even a point might be enough for both of you now. But if you look at the league table, this is what it is before 3 p.m. You and West Ham are currently now on 34 points. And then a bit of a gap. I know Bournemouth have got a game in hand, but that's 6 points and Villa 7 points with a game in hand. You must be feeling pretty confident now that you're going to stay up.
Yeah. Look, we've all done it. I'll bet you can vouch for it as well. When the things are going bad, you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. But after 2 games ago, we were when we played Southampton, we were like, oh God, how are we going to do this? Seriously, we've got 2 games. Okay, be it at home, 2 tough games. And you could not see where the goals mainly firstly the goals, where the goals were coming from. Deeney was getting absolutely slaughtered, rightly or wrongly, and our defenders were just absolutely getting hammered for silly chances. So, yeah, right now it's a complete turnaround. And even the win against Norwich, everyone was saying most people were saying we're staying up. And we said, what amazing feeling and a mood change that wins. And I mean, I actually think now that West Ham and us are staying up now. If Bournemouth lose the next game, then it's all over because I can't see him winning. I can't see him getting at least 6 points out of the last 3 games. But strange things have happened. And one of my mates said that you never know, Bournemouth will play one of the big sides that they've got up and they'll do them. And you never saw that coming. It's a crazy league.
It is a crazy league. I think Bournemouth and Villa have got to win 3 out of the last 4 because I think you and West Ham will pick up an odd 1 or 2 points for the last 2 games. But I think these are practically safe as well. Paul, thank you very much for coming on. We found somebody who has worse internet than Johnny, which is funny. But yeah, tailor-made army on Watford.
Oh, God bless.
Please go over and have a look at them. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching.
Yeah, it's been absolute.